नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, Chapter number 19, verse number 1. So this is continuation of story of King Yayati. And in the last chapter we read that he had exchanged his youth with King Puru, or his son, and then he engaged in his regular duties, enjoying also with his wife, and finally it hit him. So he woke up one day and this is described in that. So in the last few slokas, if you remember, it was described that he was engaged in yajnas in pleasing Lord Vishnu, right? He was meditating on Vishnu, Narayana, Vasudeva, and he realized that his senses were not satisfied with all that enjoyment. So bhakti, if it is performed properly, then it leads to renunciation, dispassion, right? Sometimes one becomes just more attached, and sometimes its natural effect is dispassion. Janiyati ashu vairagyam jnanam cha dahetukam. So when one performs bhakti, then two things happen. That Gyan and Vairagya, which are described as the children of bhakti in Bhagavad Mahatmya. So this is also the case with the Yayati. That if you follow your regular duties within dharma and also devoted to Krishna, then that will lead you to dispassion. And that was the whole design behind Varnashram Dharma. Varnashram Dharma's ultimate purpose was worship of Vishnu. Varnashram acharvat Purushena Puman Vishnu Aradhate Pantha Nanyat Tattosha Karanam. Because Vishnu is not satisfied with anything else except bhakti, but because people are not immediately interested in bhakti, so then this is the ladder, that you perform your duties and try to satisfy your wish, your desires, but keeping in mind that this is not the ultimate purpose of life. So then gradually one comes to bhakti, or at least one becomes dispassionate. So that's what is being shown here, because Bhagavatam wants to establish bhakti, so it shows the process for that. So it says, Sri Shuka Vacha, Sri Shukdev Goswami said, Saitham acharan kaman streno apannam atmanah buddhva priyaya nirvinno gatha metam agayata. He, in this way, while engaging in the kamas, enjoying the sense objects, experiencing them, he who was attached to his wife, Strena, apvannavam atmanah, and these kamas, they are described here as which cover the self, or which put you in ignorance. Because the way you have to enjoy anything material is that you have to identify with matter. You have to first identify with body, which is made of matter, and then you can enjoy matter. Because to enjoy anything, you have to come to that level. So if you want to enjoy taste, then you have to use tongue, which is made from the same thing from which the taste is made. So you have to go to that level to experience that. Enjoying means to experience. So if you want to experience matter, if you want to enjoy matter, we have to become material. Because Atma is spiritual and it cannot come in contact with matter directly, but if it gets the idea, then it has to put itself into illusion that I am matter. Atma is not matter, Atma is spirit. But if out of avidya it starts thinking that I want to enjoy, then it has to also believe that I am matter, therefore it has to believe I am this body. So then if you have to believe you are in the body, then your Atma is covered. Right? So there are the two parts of Maya, avidya. Avidya part of Maya. Avaran and Vikshep. So Vikshep is what people want to experience, but for that they have to first have Avaran, covering. First they have to be covered and then they can experience it. If you remain uncovered, then you cannot. So therefore he says, Apvannavam Atmana. So covering, which means you are cheating yourself. Because now you are believing yourself what you are not. Right? When you want to cheat somebody, then you project yourself what you are not. So you are not matter, you are not body, but you think you are that. So you are also Atmanapanno means you are also cheating yourself. And Buddhva Priyaye Nirvinno Gatha Metam Agayate. But he understood this. So having understood this fact that I am only covering myself, I am cheating myself, then he recited the following story to his beloved wife, Devyani. So that's what is being described in this following verses. So Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti says, Unvin se chhak gatha varnita swaswarupakaha virajya prapa krishnam sa devyani pi sadhatha. In 19th chapter there is a description of a story of a goat which is representative of his own swarupa. He makes an allegorical story and represents himself by a goat, Chhag. And he then gives up all sense enjoyment and attained Krishna. And Devyani also attained following him. So Kama Nacharan. So Kama Nacharan means, Charan means Char Dhatu. What is the meaning of Char Dhatu? Char also means to go. In Hindi you have Chal. Chal, Char. So Char means also to go, and Char also means to eat or experience. So Acharan here means following Acharan, like Achar you have, Sadachar, Durachar. And Char also means to move your mouth. So that's why you also have Vichar, move your head, deliberate, cogitate. So therefore Acharan, he says here, is Upabhunjana. That's why experiencing the kamas, sense objects. He understood that this is not the goal of life and this does not give satisfaction. Therefore he became nirvana. So means he became detached. And then he speaks this following story. Apahannavam vanchanam. Apahannavam means deceiving or deception. Shunu bhargaviyamum gatham madvidhacharitam bhuvi dhira yasya anusochanti vane gram nivasina. So he said that, O Bhargav, Devyani appeared in the Bhrigu dynasty, being daughter of Shukracharya. So he says, listen to this gatha, this story, which is the story of behavior of people like me, who are Gram Nivasi, who live in village life, and those who are in the forest, means those who are renounced, they regret such life. They talk about that, look at these people, what they are doing. They are wasting their time, their energy, this opportunity which has been awarded to them by God, and they are misusing it. So that's what they talk about it. So madvidhasya acharitam ivach acharitam yasyam tam. So that gatha, the story which has description of people like me or behavior, how yasya gram nivasino madvidhasya charitam. So gram nivasino, who are like me, which contains the charita or story of such people, vane sthita dhira anusochanti. So those who are situated in the forest, dhira, that intelligent or wise people, so they lament for them. They feel bad that why are they wasting their life. So previously in India, the educational institutes were forest academies. They were not in the village, because in the village there is a disturbance. So people who have to study, they have to be kept out from all this unnecessary news. Is that everybody is watching news which has no meaning to them as students. So therefore they were kept away from the society, so that they don't have to interact with them much, and they can utilize their time to build their character, their knowledge, and have experience. So that was the purpose. So that is the meaning of that vane in the forest. Because forest is a sattvic place, and for knowledge you need sattvic environment. So now also if you see good universities, especially in the West, then they are in the forest area, right? Although they have everything there. Whatever is needed for science enjoyment is all available. But the original purpose was this, that they stay away from this student life. They should not be worried about unnecessary things. Now you see students are the first one to come on the street and revolt and come into procession. I mean, what is their just involvement with this? So guni bhutabhyam padabhyam anvayarshitvat. So this is the samas here. Madvidha acharitam. This is part of samas, they become secondary, and it is being applied with anusochanti or with yasya, so it's little bit problematic to make an anvay like that. Therefore he says this is Arsha. बस्त एको वने कश्चिद् विचिन्वन् प्रियमात्मनः ददर्श कूपे पतितां स्वकर्म वशागाम् अजाम्. So he says that in the forest there was one Basta. You heard this word Basti? What is Basti? So this Basti comes from this word Basta. Because in the olden days when they were giving Basti, now you have plastic bag. So previously they were using the goat. I think it was the inner part. Not intestine, this belly part. And they will use bladder. The bladder of the goat was used to make the Basti. That's why it is called Basti. Because Basti actually means a bag. In Hindi now also we call this bag is called Basta. So Basta means bag. So to give Basti you need that bag to hold the water or whatever liquid. So that Basta, that bag came from the bladder of the goat. And the goat is called Basta. So that's why he says that Basta eko bane kas. That there was one male goat and was wandering in the forest, in some forest. Because what do the goats do? They like forest area. Eating. So, Priyam Atmanah Dadarsha. So this forest which was dear to him, because there is a lot of grass there. So he was very happy there. Or rather he says Priyam Atmanam Vichinvan. He was searching for the object of his love in the forest. Right? And then when he was in this search, he saw that Dadarsha Kupe Patitam Swakarma Vashagam Ajam. He saw one female goat, Ajam. So Aja also means Maya, right? So he saw one Maya Devi which has fallen into the well, which means that she will make him also fall into the well. He thinks that he will get the Maya out of the well, but he will fall himself into the well of Maya. So he will pull out this goat from the well, and then along with that well he will be in the well of Maya. Okay, and he thinks that this is his well-being. So why this goat has fallen into that well? So he says Swa Karma Vashagam Ajam. That Aja which was being controlled by her own karma. So karma is very interesting thing, and it goes with you wherever you go. So by the power of her karma, she fell into the well, and by the power of his karma, this goat saw her. So their karma came together. So it is by karma that people are brought together. And many times people are brought together because of some calamity. right? Somebody is in some bad situation, then other one comes to help, and then is caught by it, right? So this is the material world. It works like this, that karma brings people together. One person comes to help the other person, and then the other person also starts helping him or her, and then they become each other's helper permanently. So Basta Chaga, Basta means Chaga, Basta Chaga Aja, these are all names of goat. Atishayokta Yayati Vane Sansare Priyam Vishashukham Ajam Devyani. So what is the meaning of the story? He explains. He doesn't want to wait till the end. He starts explaining. He said that goat, the male goat is Yayati, and what is that he is looking for in the forest is Vishashukh, the material pleasure, and the female goat is Devyani. Because Devyani he found in the well, right? And he was wandering in the forest for his enjoyment, right? Hunting is another way of enjoying. Hunting is not some dharmakam karya, right? Hunting is not some yagya. So hunting is for pleasure. So he went to forest for pleasure hunting, and there he found Devyani. So similarly, that is the meaning of the story. So now he has to make an effort. When he sees Devyani, when the goat sees the female goat, then his mind is immediately attracted to that. So attraction comes by seeing. So therefore many stories that somebody broke or pierced their eyes, Bilwa Mangal Thakur, some people say also Surdas. So the story is there like this because eyes, they are the one which have a long distance vision. Eye in Sanskrit are called Netra. Netra means leader, right? You have Neta because it is the eyes which lead you where you want to go. So therefore you see something, then eyes say, okay, now go there. It is not so much the ears, but the eyes. So he saw, and then he was attracted. So attraction comes through the eyes. Therefore they say that beauty lies in the eye, not in the ear. So eye is that which makes you attracted, and eyes are also things to which you get attracted, right? Because eye is the thing which expresses most your feelings. If you want to see what the person is about, then you look into the eyes. Eye gazing exercise. We did that. So tasya uddharanopayam bastay kami vichintayan vedhatte tirthamudhritya vishanagrena rodhasi. So then he immediately became compassionate, or he came in the mood of savior, that I must save her. It is not the dharmic thing that you see somebody in trouble and then you just do not bother and walk away. So he took compassion on the poor goat, that she has fallen into this well. So I have two options. either I also jump into the well and be with her and give her company, right? There are two ways to help. Or I take her out and then he can be with me. So he thought that it is not an intelligent thing that I jump inside and then we both become helpless. So I should bring her out. So therefore he thought of a means to uplift her. So some people also take the other route. They don't uplift the other person, they go down. Right? Because going down is easier than uplifting somebody. So mostly this is what people do. If somebody is engaged in some activity, drinking, smoking like this, then instead of bringing them out of this, you actually join them. Instead of making them join you, you also join them. Right? This is what people do. If you have some friends and they are drinking, instead of saying that no, I don't drink and you should also not drink, you also join them. Right? This is what generally people do. Nobody gives the other route. That why you all people are drinking, we should stop this and you join me. No. So Yati is not following that route at least. He is not jumping into the well, but he is uplifting. So therefore he says, Tasya uddharana upayam baste kami vichintyan. So he thought of a means to uplift her. So this is what one should do, try to uplift the other person who has fallen down. Not that you also glide down and give company. Because that also a sort of help. They say that misery loves misery. So if somebody is miserable, then you also become miserable. Then they feel happy with that I am not alone. But this is not a good help. So therefore he is thinking of uplifting her, but at the same time he is kami. Means he is not a niskami. He is not uplifting her because he thinks this is a very dharmic activity and there are no strings attached. So many times people do welfare to others with an intention to get something out of it. It is very uncommon that somebody helps without any vested interest, without any intention to gain something from that. That's unusual. Usual thing is that I help you and then I expect to get something from you, at least some thank you if nothing else. At least some kind words, which is also nourishment to my ego. So therefore he is called here as kami. That's how most people do good to others or welfare to others. So vyadhatta tirtham uddhritya vishanagrena rodhasi. So what did he do? That he used his horn to break the earth so that she can be taken out from the well. So Rodhasi tate Vishanagrene Mridadikam Udhritya Tirtha Nirgamargam Vedhatte. So he made a path for her to come out by removing some mud, etc. And the word Tirtha here means the path to come out. So Tirtha means holy water, right? Tirtha also means Guru. But the word tirtha comes from the root tri, which means to cross over. So tirtha therefore means the path through which he can cross over. That's what it means. So holy place is also called tirtha because you can cross over the material world by taking shelter of tirtha. That's why it is called tirtha. Guru is also called tirtha for that reason. Tirtha also means holy water, holy land. Guru, feet of Krishna are also called tirtha. Different meaning. But really it means that which uplifts you. That's what it literally means. So tirtham vyadhatte, he made tirtha means he made a path to uplift her. So this is good instruction that he uplifted her. He made an effort and he was successful in uplifting her from her fallen condition, from her plight. Only thing is that he had an interest in her. So, but still he uplifted her. Sotirya kupat sushroni tamev chakme kila tayavritam samudviksha bhavyo jaha kanta kamini. So when he uplifted her from the well, then not only that he was interested in her, she was also interested that he is such a nice man, nice goat. Where will I find such goat? Right? So she said, I will go for him. So goat, then go at. That is God. So she also went for him. So therefore it is said that tameva chakme kila. She desired for him only. Means she became fixed that I will not marry anyone else. Remember Devyani said that you have caught hold of my hand, now this hand cannot be given to anyone else. You have uplifted me, you have pulled me up, now don't leave me, or rather I will not leave you. So therefore this female goat also thought like this, that he is a nice match and I will stick to him. And tasya vritam samudviksha. When the other goats, female goats, saw that this goat has selected this male goat, they all came. And they said, we also want him, we also want him. So now he had a big company of goats. He only wanted one, but he got so many. When it rains, it pours. So therefore he said that Bhavyo Ajaha Kanta Kamini. Many goats who were also looking for a lover, they also approached him. Because you remember Sarmishtha came and she had 1,000 other girls with her. So 1,002, that's what Yayati had. So that's the significance. So ajaha sarmishtadhya kantam kametum shilam yasamta kanta kaminya tameva kamyavas. So aja, the goats here means Sarmishtha and others, means her friends. And kanta kametum shilam. Kanta kamini means that they were also looking for a husband. So they also chose Yayati and they went with him. So pivanam smashrulam preshtham midhansham yabhako vidam सैको अजवृषस्तासां बहवीनां रतिवर्धन रेमे कामग्रहग्रस्तं आत्मानं नावबुध्यत. So his characteristics are described here. He says he was quite stout, pivanam. He was good, healthy. He was not emaciated, thin. He was not a vata guy. So he was well built. And smashrulam, he had nice mustache, like goats have that goatee. So he had a nice goatee also. And preshtham, he was very loving and lovable. And midvansam means he was also sexually very potent. That's what midvan means. Midvansam. Yabhakovidam. And he was most expert in art of what do you call Cupid. Yabhakovidam. So Saiko Aja Vrishastasam Bhavinam Rativardhane. So he was one among the many, right? Eko Kaman Vidati. What is that? Eko Bahun Vidati Kaman. That the Upanishad statement. Nitya Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam Eko Bahunam Vidadati Kaman. So Eko Bahunam Vidadati Kaman. He was one among many and he was supplying their kama. So that's what is. It says Bhavinam Rati Vardhana. He was giving them the sexual pleasure. Reme Kama Graha Grasta Atmanam Navabuddhata. And he enjoyed with them. How he enjoyed with them? Kama Graha Grasta. So Graha is used for the Navagrahas. These 9, they are not really planet, but they are called Graha. Why they are called Graha? Because they catch you. If your mind is weak, then they influence your mind and they catch you. That's why they are called Graha. So there are 2 types of Grahas. Graha means which seizes you, the seizer. That's what Graha means. So there are 2 types. One type is up in the sky, other type is inside the heart. So these ones which in the sky, they influence you because you got grahas inside you. So this graha, this is the kama graha. So he was kama graha grasta. Grasta means seized by the graha of kama, sense pleasure. So these external grahas can have power over you when you have the internal graha. That's why when it is said that when you come to bhakti and you take shelter, you surrender to Krishna, then you become free from karma. Because now you do not have the internal graha. Now you have the Krishna graha. Krishna is also called graha. Krishna grihita manasa. Right? He is also Krishna. Krishna means he also catches you. So if your mind is caught by the graha of Krishna, then these other grahas, they think, no, forget it, this fellow is a gone case. So they leave you. What can they do now? Because the strongest graha has captured you. Right? The big fish, if it catches another small fish, then another small fish, they leave. He says, now there is no chance. This very strong fish has caught him. So they go away. So therefore he is now kama graha grasta. His heart was completely captivated by the graha of kama. So there is a Rama and there is a Kama. When your heart is captured by Kama, then you cannot be with Rama. When your heart is captured by Rama, then you become free from Kama. So you have to be always under one type of graha, either Kam graha or Ram graha. So if you want to be under Ram graha, you have to give up Kam graha. If you want to be under Kam graha, forget about Ram graha. So Varuni diggatam vastu katham endrimoyo apnuyat. Right? Vishyavisht chittasya Krishna bhakti sudurutaha. When your heart is Vishyaavishta, means it is captured, same graha, avishta, by the Vishaya, Kama, sense pleasure, then Krishna bhakti or Krishna cannot come there. So if we want Krishna in our heart, then we have to give up Kama. That's what Yayati is doing. Previously Yayati was doing both. Then he realized that it does not work like that. I am neither satisfied with the Kama nor can I get Krishna. I am a loser from both sides. So therefore he decides to give up the Kama and comes to Krishna. So here it is being described that his heart was captured by Kama and therefore Atmanam nav buddhyata. Therefore he did not know Atma, his own Atma or Paramatma. Who is this? Because if you have to enjoy Kama, then Atma, you cannot be situated in Atma. Right? Your Chitta Vritti have to be outside. As Patanjali says, that to be in your own Swarupa, you have to do Chitta Vritti Nirodha, you have to give up these external things. So both do not work. Any process, whether you follow the path of Yoga Marga, Jnana, Bhakti, there's a different way of putting it up, but both do not go together. You have to give up, you have to choose one. You have to be devoted only to one thing. So better to be devoted to Atma than to the Kama. So Midvansam Reta Sektaram Yabhe Mathune Kovidam Panditam. He says he was a Pandit of sexology. Tameva Prashthatama Ramammanamajanyaya Vilokya Kupa Samvignam Namrishyad Basta Karmatat. So Tameva Prashthatama, Ramamanam Aja Anyaya Vilokya Kupa Samvigna Namrishyad Basta Karmatat. So now comes problem. Sense pleasures always give you trouble. That is unavoidable. Because you are never satisfied with one. So it was Devyani who was the chief goat, but he was also running after other ones. So when Devyani saw this, she could not tolerate it. So therefore it says that Vilokya Kupa Samvigna Namrishyad Basta Karmatat. So this act of Basta, this male goat, that he was also running after other goats, she could not tolerate it. So this is a regular story. So then she became very upset with him. Says, how dare can you do this? So Anyaya Ajaya iti Ahitagnyadivatvat Parnipataha Kup Samvigna Devyani. So Anyaya Ajaya means the other gods, and it should be Ajaya Anyaya, that should have been Samas, but it is made Anya Ajaya. There is a rule Ahita Agni instead of Agni Ahita. So the second is put at the first. Tritiya Samas Parnipata it is called. And the word Kup Samvigna means Devyani here. And because he was found the well. So what did she do then? When she saw that this goat is also having affair with other goats, so then she lost her temper. Tam druhridam suhrid rupam kaminam kshanashohridam indriya ramam utsrijya swaminam dusthita dukkhitayayo. So when she realized that he looks like to be my Suhrida, one with heart, but actually he is Durhrida. Right? He is not what I am thinking. We all have expectations in our relations, and it is very difficult to satisfy the expectation of another person, because you also have your expectations. So it becomes a tension whether you should satisfy your expectations or satisfy the other person's expectations. Right? So if you have to keep relationship, then you have to sacrifice your own expectations for the sake of others' expectations, then you can have a relationship. But most people are not willing to do that now. Previously people used to do that because they were taught tyaga from the very beginning, right? They went to school, they have to serve Guru, so they have to give up their own expectations and do what the Guru is saying. So they got used to it. So that's why they could stay in relation. Right? So now it is not like that. Now we want to fulfill our expectations and we don't think that the other person also has expectation. We think that other person is just like my pet dog. Because dog does not have any expectation except some food, of course, that is me. But more than that, he does not have any expectation. He will wag his tail to you. So you want that your partner should be like a dog. But the problem is that partner is also thinking that you should be like a dog. So that's where the clash comes. Right? You understand? That you think that my partner is my dog, and your partner is thinking that you are his or her dog. And nobody wants to be dog. I mean, it is okay if one of them accepts it, then it will work. But here, nobody accepts, and both want it. So therefore, there is a tension. So this is the problem here, you can see. That Devyani had this expectation that this is my dog and he cannot wag his tail to someone else. Why he is doing this? He should be only running behind me. Right? When you have your dog, as soon as you come, they are running behind you. But one day you come out and you see that the dog is not running towards you but goes to someone else, how would you feel? Next time you don't give food. You say, go there. Why are you coming here for food? It's exactly like this. So why people like dogs? Because dogs don't do that. They are very faithful. And we want human beings to be like that. So in the olden days, human beings used to be like dogs. That's why they say that dog is the best friend of human being, because human beings learned it from the dogs. So now they forgot it. So dogs are still dogs, but human beings have changed. So that's why human beings are having trouble. Dogs are not. So he says that tam durhridam suhridrupam. So this is a very interesting statement, that he is actually durhrida. Durhrida also means whose heart is distant from you. It can also mean unclean heart, not pure heart. But she was thinking that he is Suhrida. So now the reality came out. Because how long can you hide it? It comes out. It's a matter of time. And then he realized that he is a Kami and Kshana Sahridam. Kshana Sahridam means momentary friendship. Like they call that these days a one night stand. So he is not even one night. He says he's saying as Kshana Sahridam. The momentary stand. So she was thinking that he is a lifetime partner, lifetime stand. But he is only just a 1 second stand. He says, what is this? I did not realize that. He was looking like that as long as some other goat was not there. Because when there is no one else, then whatever is available, you go for that. But when he got some other variety, then the true color came out. So Indriya Aramam Utsrijya. So then what did she do? She gave him up, who is called here as Indriya Rama. So Indriya Rama means one who takes pleasure in Indriya. Indriya Rama Partha Mogham Sajivati. Mogham Partha Sajivati. So one who is just taking his pleasure in the senses, that is his Aram. His Ram is inside Aram of the Indriyas. That is the only Ram he has. No other Ram. So she gave him up and she went to her master. The goats had a master. So she went there crying, or what is called bleating. So bleating goat goes to the owner. That look what this goat is doing, complaining like that. So Swaminam Dukkhita Yayau, and she was very miserable. So misery is the outcome of previous pleasure. Why she is miserable? Because previously she enjoyed. So that was the seed, this is the fruit. So there is a saying in English that if you sow wind, then you grow whirlwind. So now she is in the whirlwind. She is in trouble. And more trouble will come, that we will read tomorrow. Any question on this?
Babaji, I have a question. It's on my question.
Bolia.
Babaji, this story has already been presented before, and now the same story is being presented again, except in the context of goats. There's nothing new, it seems, that's happening. Of course, we are learning new things. What's the logic here, I guess? Because Devayani knows all this has already happened. He's relating their story in the context of goats.
Well, it is like this, that if I tell you your problem directly, then you will become upset with me and go away. So, best is when you want to educate somebody, then you tell somebody else's story. He's not saying it is Devyani's story. He's telling story of a goat. So she is interested in hearing what is this goat going to do now, what happened. So that's why the stories are told, so that you can hear, because it doesn't really seem to be your story. But if you start saying that, look, this is how we were, and you were in the well and I uplifted you, and then this happened, that happened. So then Devyani will think that he is attacking her. Right? She will think that he is like trying to blame her for all his problems. So now he tells like a story of a goat. So Devyani is keenly hearing. That is the intention. Anything else? Okay.